Hey everybody, welcome back to a little Elden Ring. Man, it had been so long since I recorded my last video that I actually forgot to put on my ring light yesterday. So excuse me if my camera quality was a little bad, even though I know that that's not really what you're all here for. What did we accomplish yesterday? Well, we stepped into Limgrave and we did the Groveside Cave and the Stormfoot Catacombs. Hi, by the way, if this is your first time watching. I should just restate that I've played Elden Ring up until a certain point. Up until beating General Radahn in the past in Caelid. But I haven't really gone to explore... Like, I never finished the game, and my understanding is that there was actually a lot more left in the game that I didn't discover. So... We're starting this as my first playthrough since Elden Ring came out, which I don't even remember how many years ago that was, but I feel like it's been a while. And I'm also doing something brand new, which is I'm playing a sorcerer. I'm normally the type of guy, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I'm the type of guy who just gets a big colossal sword and staggers all enemies to death. But I decided if I'm going to revisit this game, I should try something new. So I am now a glint blade sorcerer, and I'm getting used to that. It's very different. I'm also running this my character is supposed to be based off of Griffith, so I like the idea of parrying and using a thrusting weapon, which is very much Griffith. And then Griffith, spoiler, later on turns into some kind of hellish demon beast, so I think casting magic also fits into that roleplay a little bit. What would I like to get done today? I think I'd like to explore the entirety of this area. You think that's possible? I mean, not the castle, but the entirety of the area. Let's see if I still got it. I actually, you know what? I doubt a torch is a parryable item. Have at thee, foe. Alright. Now, I think last time I mentioned that I want to do... There's a little guy who makes clothing for you, or alters clothing for you. And I want to do his quest line because I think it also involves exploring this southern area. So let's go find him. I do know he's around here. And then maybe we'll work our way down the beach, finish this quest line, and then, I don't know, man. We could explore this in many different ways. Maybe we'll do the southern area, work our way up here. I'm trying to remember if, like, I need to go defeat the guy on the bridge, like the guy who's guarding Stormvale Castle for any reason, or if I can just kind of leave him until later. I don't really remember if that's important. It might be how we unlock the Nexus area that we go to, so that also might be worth doing before we explore the rest of Limgrave. I've already cleared out this camp, so they're getting all into a fuss, but I'm not going to be fighting them. Oh, there's also a site of grace. So yeah, like, I'm calling this series Revisiting Elden Ring because I'm not unfamiliar with it. In fact, I think when the game came out, I played the starting area. Like, the beginning of this game, I think I played on multiple files, multiple times. Godric the Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Michaela, now on his knees, begging for mercy. That's a little bit of lore about Godric, right? Godric the Golden. Godric the Golden. I guess he becomes Godric the Grafted. One thing I also discovered is that we can actually cast sorceries on horseback, which I don't know. I guess the enemy like this that's moving a lot, these glint blade sorceries might not be the most efficient tool. Oh, okay. Honestly, impressive. Wow. Well, you know what? We did just find a site of grace. Question mark? There we go. Yeah, I still don't really know, like, I don't know what ratio of flasks I want. One crimson flask might be a little bit low. Let's go try to find this demi-human guy. I know he's around here somewhere. There we go.
You there? Could you help us out, Caelid? Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
Oh, you know what? I think he's this guy over here. Hello, buddy.
What'd you go and do that for?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok.
I do
I
wonder.
was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back.
Who would have turned Bok into a
Then I
tree?
ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
He's given us 10 mushrooms.
Well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Bok is a people pleaser, unfortunately. Don't go ahead and do all of that. Can't really take a good look at him. He actually does look quite horrific.
Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
Cave on the shore, you say? All right.
I'm
All right, Bok, let's go do that for you. Hold up. Let's go do that quickly. I think that cave also gets us to the dragon church, so it's not a bad idea at all. It's not a bad idea. I wonder if we're strong enough. I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to upgrade this rapier, or I'm sure there's better thrusting weapons out there we can use. I think I mentioned in the first episode that I feel like every Dark Souls game has Ricard's rapier. And I think in Dark Souls 1, I actually used it, and it had a crazy moveset. I'm hoping it's in this game. I'm going to assume that it's in this game, since this game is an amalgam of every single Souls game that has come out. But if not Ricard's rapier, I'm hoping there's something similar that has like a moveset where I do a bunch of attacks in a rapid succession. Because I like the idea of like buffing my sword, both because I can parry enemies and get like critical hits with it while it's buffed, but also just being able to do that moveset with a bunch of buffs on seems like it could be fun. Okay, we got one of these, the big giant boys. Now, what's funny is if I was a strength character, I wouldn't feel any anxiety about fighting this guy, because I feel like I remember them to be easily staggerable. Hold up. I don't even know if you can stagger with a weapon like this. Maybe if I was using a heavy attack. Give me 1 second, please. I need to heal. Let's see how he does against magical glint blades. I guess an enemy like this, we're not missing. So we can kind of spam it. Oh, okay. Hello. Can you tell that I'm a former strength player the way I just dual wielded my rapier? I wonder if you could parry this guy, actually. I don't know if I'm brave enough. I guess I'll have to discover how to be brave about parrying giant enemies like that. But once he pulls out the sword, he might be parryable. Okay, so I also do remember these little guys are crystal lizards. Yes, maybe I'll just be patient here because I feel like with such a small area of attack with my weapon, it's probably better for me to just stay on the course. There we go. Asha War Stomp Sweep. Okay, no lore. I kind of always knew that I would come back and play this one day. So I've avoided all lore videos. I think for every other Souls game, I've watched like Vati Video's entire series. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. I do remember having some theories the first time I played because I was writing extensive notes. I think like if I mean, I don't have the notes anymore, but I think if I went back, I would have some of the ideas I had was herb tree evil, question mark. I mean, when you see the two fingers, it's pretty hard to think that you're actually like serving like anything good. That being said, you know, I don't know if this might be one of those worlds where there isn't actually good. You're kind of choosing between like some kind of like evil divine order. Actually, I don't know if I want to fight you. No, I don't want to fight you. Jesus. Another enemy where I feel like we're not really going to be missing them. This is highly effective. Okay. I was able to stagger him with just my little rapier. The jumping attack. Interesting. Let's try something out. Let's see if I can do something here. Interesting. I wonder, you know, as a strength player, the jumping heavy attack is part of my everyday repertoire. It seems that you can still break a lot of poise even with a tiny little, I mean, tiny is maybe not the right word, but it's quite long. But it seems the stance damage is still pretty good, even though this is not like a great sword. Interesting. It's so funny. It'd be really funny if I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play a Dex character, and my entire playthrough is just two-handed jumping attacks. All right, let's try to parry these guys. Hold up. Pause. No. Okay. If there was ever a parryable enemy, it's got to be this guy, right? Come on. Okay, it's way slower than you'd think. You know what? Oh no. Why am I being so insistent on parrying? I'm trying to prove to you guys that I can do something other than just dual wielding a weapon and jumping at enemies. I'm trying to not even prove it to you. I'm trying to prove it to myself, I think. There is a merchant. Let's go see if he has like recipe books I can buy or anything useful.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Buddy, do I look like trouble? You have smithing stones. That's actually very useful. Armorer's cookbook. I can use fire arrows and neutralizing boluses. I think that's what we use to get rid of poison. There's also a short bow. Do I feel like while I am going to be primarily a dex user, I'm going to stay away from using bows because I feel like I'm a sorcerer. My ranged attacks should comprise of magic attacks. Is this the same shield that I have?
Well, be on your way then.
No, I have like a cracked eye shield or something. Rift shield. I wonder if there's any difference. And I wonder if there's an item comparison. Okay, so this is 88 physical negation. Not that I'm blocking, but I do think it plays a role when I miss my parries. Oh, but you know what? This actually has the parry skill, while that other shield does not. Okay, so the parry is kind of like an Ash of War, huh? Makes sense. This is the cave we're looking for. Colossal cave. I wonder if I've done something wrong. Where is my guy? Maybe if we rest. There we go. What do I want to level up, eh? That's a great question. Our arcane... Oh wait, no, that's not magic. Our magic would be intelligence and mind would be more FP. I mean, FP seems useful. Getting more charges. I think if I remember correctly, it costs like 12 FP per shot. So this would give us, I mean, this doesn't even give us 3 points, doesn't even give us one more use of our ability. I think, you know, a level, I'm not going for like a heavy vigor character, but I think like getting vigor to 20 would be useful. Also, I don't know how much endurance you need on a caster, but I think getting endurance to 20 would be useful. And then I don't, it's weird. I almost don't want to spend the souls because I think I'd rather like find a weapon and know where I need my dex and strength to be at. I mean, let's not waste our souls. Let's not lose them in this cave. Let's just put them into vigor. Is it? It's weird. Is it embarrassing to level vigor when you're making a YouTube playthrough?
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me.
I don't want to end up like this guy. Look at his fingers. Ooh, look at his toes. Look at his... I just realized he's naked. And that, like, what we're seeing on him isn't clothing, it's just hair. Hold up. Oh my god. Sorry, Bach.
Oh.
Mochi, what were you looking at there? I was just inspecting Bach. That's all I'm going to say about that. Glad we picked up this torch. Ho, 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 ho. I wonder if, like, light affects our stealth, you know? Didn't seem like it did in that situation. Oh, he probably just alerted all of his friends. It is interesting. It looks like it's doing stance damage. Like that spells can also break stance, and well, you know exactly how I feel about that. No way this works. Oh. I don't know why I'm trying to parry when backstabbing seems like it's as good as it's ever been in a Souls game. Oh. You'd think that's an easy one to do. You would really, like, with the wind up on that guy, you would think that's easy. I'm telling you, it's way harder than you think. We have a summon sign here. Hold up. Old Knight Istvan. We could summon him. This is an NPC summon because I'm playing offline. So I don't recognize this guy. It looks like he's covered in something gross. What is he covered in? Or is that like a flowered... Is it a floral armor or is it like a really rusted armor? And he's got a big, like, cleaver-like weapon. Let's try it without him. Okay, we're in. Okay. Oh, hold up. Wait a sec. This is like a stealth mission. Yeah. Okay, there's the boss. Oh, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I wonder if I can stealth kill. Oh, God. Okay, we have... Oh, yes. We have 2 bosses. That's why there's a summon sign outside. This is a little unfair. Let's kill this guy first. Do you think this guy is parryable? He's very staggerable. Hold up. Let me heal. Okay, he is very staggerable. I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness! Yeah, he's very agile. That was also just like a little bit of panic rolling from me. And that's another thing. Like I'm immediately like I should switch my Estus. But should I switch my Estus or should I just like shoot him with missiles? I might make a beeline for it. I don't remember how many souls I had. Then again, hold up. It's really not so bad to kill them. Oh, hello. You're awake this time. Oh, wow. That's very effective. In fact, I think I'll probably one-shot most of these demi-humans. Oh, God, bro. I hate this. Guys, let me drink my Estus. They're not gonna let me drink my Estus. Okay. It might be one of those fights where you don't want to be locked on. Because they have some crazy horizontal movement. Jesus. Okay. Someone in my comments was telling me that sorcery is not easy mode in their opinion. And you know what? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. There's also a chance that I'm just doing it wrong. I think there's a guy directly below us. Yeah. How do I want to do this? It seems like my best shot was actually my first time in here, because now people come out hot. What if I just did this? Jesus. Bad time. You might be dead. I'm getting stuck. There's so many enemies that I literally can't move. Okay. I actually think that if we run in there and we spam, what was that, like 7 shots? If we spam our entire FP bar, I think we kill the boss, which is actually incredibly easy. It just requires a little bit of gumption to go in there and shoot your whole load, you know? But I actually think that's the play. For a second there, I considered parrying him, not realizing. Is there like a... Oh, there is a skill. There's like a... Okay. That's not who I want to be targeting. Whoopsies. Okay. Guys, leave me alone. Okay. There's a little bit of an issue here. I'm missing most of these. Okay, this should be the killing blow. I'm gonna die. Okay, now we got one more. Jesus. I think I can also start... Oh, my souls! I literally forgot. Why do they keep yelling like that, man? It's freaking me out. The vibes in here are terrible. I feel like there's a lot of them. I also need to heal just to be safe. Give me some chug jug. Yo, challenge for me to stop referring to it as chug jug because the joke gets old. We'll see if I can do it by the end of the series. I think you're dead. Okay. You're dead. The rest of this room is easy. Oh, they become submissive. That's how I like my demi-humans. Submissive and backstabbable. I mean, this is maybe a little cruel. Okay. Okay. Was that easier than using a heavy weapon? I don't know. It's a lot more chaotic. I really used to pride myself off of being a strength player, but I think it's like 100% maybe the easiest way to play these games. You actually, especially if you have like a high equip load as well. Do we want to return to the entrance? Yeah, I think so. I think we'll talk to Bach and then we'll go all the way through. Yeah, like having a high endurance so that you can equip like heavy armor and like have a high enough poise that you can attack through enemy attacks and then just stagger the enemy is actually just like ignoring the mechanics of the game.
They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me. Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
I'm not a Harry Potter guy, but like, is this not Dobby or Dobby? Or Daubert? I don't know his name.
made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
No.
Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster like my mum. Then I suppose Thank you very... I always wanted to be...
Okay, Bach. Take care of yourself. Rest up. There's a bonfire right there. You want to heal up? I kind of... do I want to use it and reset all the enemies? Do you think it's going to reset all of the little guys in the boss room? No, I don't... That would be... That'd be ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, that fight was so chaotic. I don't know if it was hard. And honestly, if it was just the 2 bosses without all of the henchmen, I think it would be maybe too easy with the spell casting. And as much as I talk about not having stagger, these enemies are so staggerable. It's basically... Why was I carrying such a heavy weapon around when a little weapon like this would do the trick? You know what? Let's just end their bloodline. Bach, if you want a new home, here's some free real estate. Saying free real estate makes me feel old, man. When I was a kid, memes were just screenshots from the Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job. And now memes are like 6, 7. Man. Is this relatable? Is this a good joke? Is that a good joke? Any other people who feel like they're elderly despite only being in their early 30s? Or is that just me? I was working on a joke today, but then I'm hitting a weird point in my life where I can't just shitpost on social media anymore. And that's not because social media is like important or because I'm like ruining the sanctity of my profile. But I just like anytime I want to shitpost on Instagram, I kind of feel very juvenile. So like I was workshopping this joke this morning and it's like really nothing. If I had a Twitter, it's probably like where it'd go. But the joke was something along the lines of like, average white guy, damn, I wish I could say the N-word. Me, an intellectual, damn, I wish I could call someone a Yakubian homunculus. And I was like, I think that's really funny because I feel like that, like you have to know a little bit of ball for that joke. But then I was like, if I just post that to my social media, people are going to be like, what the fuck is this 32-year-old man going on about? They're not even going to like, I mean, half of the people that I know IRL would not understand that joke. It's kind of a little bit chronically online, I guess you could call it. I just want to make sure that we're not missing any items or stuff. So you know what? There's going to be a lot of, I should just say this real quick. There's going to be a lot of me exploring the map because... You know, I know that the maps are not like dense with items. Hold up, there's something up there. And I might cut that out, I might not. Yesterday I thought I was gonna cut out the tree sentinel stuff. Then I watched it back and I was like, you know what, this is not boring by any means. So I kept it all in. One thing you'll learn about me is I actually hate cutting things out of my video. So I mean, when it's like absolutely necessary, I will. But in terms of like, you know, I'm mostly here to just play games and post videos. Far to the east, you'll find the Cathedral of Dragon Communion, a place where draconic powers gather. So I'm guessing that this is like the West Dragon, Cathedral of Dragon Communion, and we'll find another one to the east. I would actually, you know, I've always liked the lore of dragons in these games. I'm imagining that they have good lore in this game. I mean, look at this place, all the dragon statues with their head cut off. What's up with that? I just turned on my fan and I'm like, I wonder if the microphone is picking that up. I don't think it is. So we can get dragon spells here. These are like faith-based spells, so probably not for this playthrough, but I don't know. I know there's different types of magic, right? Like this game has a version of pyromancy. All of this spell stuff is like traditional sorcery. Who are you? Just the guy who came out here to meditate, huh? I hear, never mind. I thought I heard, one of those crystal lizards. Like, this is what's tough about playing this game, is I just see, like, open space, and I'm like, oh, there must be items here. But in this game, a lot of space... No, I definitely hear a crystal lizard. Hold up. A lot of space in this game is decorative. Like, it's just for vibes. Like, this entire island is just for vibes, and that's okay. But I think with the first time I played Elden Ring, I would have spent, like, 15 minutes combing every inch of this island to make sure there wasn't some kind of hidden... like weapon or something like that I needed to find. Oh god. Oh no, don't go into the water. Somber smithing stone. Okay. I mean, this kind of looks like it leads somewhere. Oh, this is why you comb every inch of the island so you can get a smithing stone too. Okay, you know what, I was right. It is important to investigate everything. No matter how big the map looks, investigate everything. Speaking of which, let's investigate the rest of the beach, because we kind of just went right into here to finish this quest. I'm not gonna level up too much. I feel like there's gonna be items and stuff we're gonna want to buy from merchants. I also just don't know. I don't know where I need my skill points. I think we bought everything we want from this guy.
I don't want any trouble.
He has notes. I think I kind of remember the notes being like very lackluster. I will say this broadsword is calling to me. Hey, Pops, you can't call it a broadsword. We don't use that type of language anymore. My bad, my bad. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to comb every inch of the map, but we're going to do it really fast. I don't want to fight you. Does this take us... Oh. Hold up. Oh, no, I actually don't want to come back up here, I've realized. Oh my god. Do you think I can make it? Do you think I can make it? Oh, I think we made it. Oh my god. Okay, and now I just have to... Oh, I can't look down. The game is not letting me look down. I need to land on... It's not even appearing for me. You don't think that it left my souls at the top of that thing, did you? If so, I'm gonna be so sad. If I somehow, in this process of trying to retrieve my souls, like jump off the map again before getting them, then I will, for the rest of the playthrough, spend my souls while I have them. Because 3,000 souls in the grand scheme of things is not a ton, you know? It's kind of like when your father tells you, when I was a kid, I used to be able to buy a can of Coke for 3,000 souls. And then you're just like, yeah, Dad, we get it. And a comic book was a nickel, right? Oh my god, it's totally up here. Yeah, yeah. I think the wise man would just teleport down, back down. Just teleport back down to the cave, right? I think... Oh god, no, not again. Not again, not again, not again. I was 100% certain. Okay. I'm glad I came back for the gold pickle foot. I was 100% certain that that was going to kill us. Gold pickled foot. Boost the amount of runes obtained from defeating enemies for a certain duration. Since old times, the needy would scrape the meat clean, even from a fowl's claw. That is true, man. You've ever had chicken feet before? I'm not a huge fan of it because it feels like I'm eating cartilage. I'm also not a huge fan of chicken hearts, but when I say that, I just want you to understand. Can I get on top of here? Wait a second. Do you think there's anything up there, or do you think that I'm wasting time? Guy who says I'm not. I don't want to keep jumping down here, man. I have a bad feeling about this. Guy who says he's not going to waste time. Wow, interesting. Hey guys, if I was them, I'd be so confused right now. I do just want to see if it is possible to get atop here. No, I actually hit an invisible wall, and you know what? That confirms it. That's our last attempt, because I just stopped moving. Bro, you got anything else to say to me, man?
It's time you set off. I should to Castle Stormvale. On if you see.
I just know this guy is evil, man. Like, just the way he's wringing his hands. No, you're evil, bro. I don't have proof. Now I know. For those who are excited to see me get surprised by the giant dragon in the lake, I will not be surprised by the giant dragon in the lake. I don't know if we can fight it. But you know, I think it makes sense. We just cleared this whole area. I think it makes sense to kind of clear the southern area and work our way up. It just, it seems efficient to me. I've been thinking a lot about, like, the fact that I want to play this game and I want to explore and find most things. I'm not going to say all things because I think that that is more or less impossible without a guide. But I want to systematically explore the map. So I was thinking about, like, the way that we could... Whoa, what is this? The way that we could go through the map where we have the most chance of discovering everything there is to discover without wasting too much time. I don't know if any of that made sense. So let's start down here and explore this area. Okay, so we can get down there. I think we want to get over there first. I'm also nervous to fight this dragon. One thing about the rapier, and I'm really not... It might sound like I'm complaining about the build. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that the rapier does not feel good as on-horse combat. And you know what? I can equip multiple weapons, so I could technically have like a on top of my horse weapon and a main weapon. And you know what? I could also just do this. Hold up. They have ranged attacks too. Yeah. Oh, this feels... If this all hits, it's going to feel so efficient. Well. I got to also remember that you can kind of, like... You can goad enemies into walking into your glint blade sorcery. This is interesting. This is a weird... This feels like a weird place for a lost grace. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's a great place for a lost grace. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's the intention of that lost grace site. Like, this guy is going to walk off a cliff. This is actually the perfect place for a lost grace site. I don't know... Hold up, where's my... Souls, it is really great design. It's all the way back there, huh? It's great design that the souls are on your map. No, 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 come back, come back. Come back. Oh dear. I'm torn because on one hand that feels too easy. Well, when I was fighting the demi-human dual boss, it did not feel too easy at all. Hold up. Okay, I see two ways down here. I just saw this, and we can definitely make it. But there's enemies down on these ledges, so I almost feel like if you parkour your way down, there might be more items or rewards. I know I just died trying to do that. Oh, hello. This has got to be the intended path. I think I could have done that better. Yeah, there's a guy down there. There's also a giant crab. I just don't want to miss any items on the way down. Yeah, hello. Oh, let me drink my flask. You are very much alive still. Please. He knows I'm a caster, man. He says... What the hell? Oh, whoa. He knows I'm a caster. Dude, you're gonna get shot in the back. Okay. So like no items. There was a is this a rare crafting material? Hold up. The Trina's Lily. A symbol of faith in Saint Trina. Dulls the senses, prevents agitation. Well, I know a couple of people who could use a Trina's Lily in real life. I didn't mean for that to sound so lame coming out of my mouth, but it had a certain meekness to it. I wish I could take it back. So guys, if you're watching this video, honestly, just jump into the wind thing. Don't try to parkour down. There are literally no items. Look at this guy. This is a Welkin? Anyone play Disco Elysium? I am gonna parry you. Oh, I can parry your hand? Hold up. And then I'm gonna backstab you when you get up. Nope, I lied. I don't know if I can parry this. That feels so good every time. I think like they built the game really well to have like such a rewarding feedback feeling for the parry, just like the sound and everything. Sorry, Welkin. This guy has I guess these are like scars on him. Ashawar Gravitas. Skill originating from the Alabaster Lords, who had skin of stone. Thrusting their armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack pulls enemies in. Interesting. I mean, this could be like really good with a strength weapon. Usable on all melee armaments. Do I want to necessarily pull enemies in as a caster? Well, I mean, I guess there could be spells that are like AoE spells where you need enemies to be close. And maybe if that pulls them in and staggers them, you can basically like guarantee a hit. Oh my goodness, don't fall off the mat. What about you? You have any secrets? I'm guessing 3 shots kills this guy. Oh, that was pretty close. And you know what? One thing I need to remember is when you're exploring, it's actually better to preemptively use Estus, since I think you get them back pretty frequently. Hold up. This is walkable until this edge. You know, this is very generous. In other Dark Souls games, when you're like near the edge of water, it is far less evident than this. This is very easy to see. Okay, so we came down here for what? To get gravitas? I mean, that's not a bad deal. This is why you explore every inch of the map. Don't get it twisted. There is tons of hidden stuff for you to discover. Spend all of your free time exploring the map. I think there's an NPC over here. That's the Lost Grace. Yeah, I think I remember a guy under this bridge. Hello. Yeah, this guy has the damn, like, the drain catcher on his head. One of my least favorite things is emptying the drain catcher. Hold up. Let me look at you. You've got a big gray beard. You got some pretty heavy duty knight armor on. You look like a serious hitter. I don't actually know how to leave my telescope. There we go.
Ah, you must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a gill lake, fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
He does sound a little horny for the dragon, right?
Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late. Don't.
Okay. I guess we have to kill the dragon to get more dialogue out of him. So the dragon's up here. We've gone across here. Let's go down here. I don't know. You know, if you're watching the series, if you're excited to watch an Elden Ring series by Lee, let me know how much exploration you actually want to see. Because there's gonna be a lot of moments like me scaling that cliff to get down to the what's the name? The Alabasta Lord. I want to say Alabasta because that's a One Piece saga, but I think it was something else potentially. But yeah, like earlier in this video I was like, I kind of hate cutting things out of videos. Hold up, relax. But also, like, there's gonna be moments, there's so many enemies on the map, and there's gonna be moments like this where we explore an area just to find crab eggs. But you know what? It's also an opportunity for me to get my anecdotes up. I think when I was playing Eugenics, I was relying on like the reactionary commentary that is available when you play a strategy game. I mean, basically, you can just dictate like every turn and every decision you make. You can be like, I'm considering using scattershot because of these factors. And it's actually, at least for me, maybe because I have like an analytical proclivity, it's very easy for me to do that kind of content. Filling the silence, I feel a lot less secure about, because I don't want to be some kind of dawdling fool, you know, who's just like, who's telling you about like, I came up with a funny joke on my phone this morning, and if I had Twitter, I would have posted it on Twitter. But instead, I'm telling it here because I need the joke to exist in the real world, but I don't have the confidence to put it onto my social media where people in the real world know me. So instead, I'll put it onto the internet that is so far away from my personal life that it can never be traced to me. No, that is not an excuse for you to try to dox me. It could easily be traced to me. I just mean that, you know, it's like me and you, like the viewer, the viewer and I, we operate in different social circles, right? You've got your thing going on in, I don't know, America or Sweden, or maybe even a different part of Canada. And, you know, I got my thing going on. It kind of works. It's nice. It's like we meet here to share a moment where we both enjoy Elden Ring. And then we go about our separate ways. Or, I mean, if you know me to be incredibly parasocial, which I am, we talk on Discord. It's like, you know. So, hold on. There's so many demi-humans. Bach, I hope that none of these guys are related to you. Hold up. I'm gonna get killed. But, all of this to say, it's been a while since I've done content where there's this much empty space. Oh no. I forgot which weapon I had equipped. Okay, watch this, watch this. Oh, okay. Let's try again. This guy embarrassed me last time. Okay, this is way slower than you'd expect. Okay, a little bit disappointing that we didn't get the parry attack, but that's all right. We did it. We finally did it. Did we already go down here? It's all starting to blend together. I think we did. We definitely did. Yeah. Maybe we don't have to explore every inch of the map. Unless we come to the end of this little area and we find the craziest weapon. We find like the Moonlight Greatsword. Oh, hold up. What do you think are the chances? Okay. But that's the Moonlight Greatsword. Probably, I would, if this was bet MGM, I would probably wager less than a 1% chance. I feel like the Moonlight Greatsword would be probably a boss soul. This is a rune fragment. If I am not mistaken, that is literally nothing. Can be used for crafting or throwing at enemies. Well, it's a weapon of sorts. It's a weapon of sorts, but what if... Okay, I have a feeling that these are rare flowers. Like, they have a little... They're a different color when I picked them up. They're like blue. So I imagine our reward is the Trina's Lily. I think that we could jump here and get across. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to explore the area of the map that we have unlocked in its totality before we move to another section. That way, I can feel good knowing that I don't really need to backtrack, except for potentially like backtracking for NPC conversations. But I would like to... Oh god. I think I used this term before. Systematically clear out the map. If you guys are just defending junk again, I'm going to be so disappointed in you. Well, I don't know. Maybe these guys are like some kind of primordial human. You know what I mean? They're called demi-humans. Maybe these are like our Homo habilis cousins, and when we find a rune fragment, to them, it's actually a tool. You know, I'm sure the first guy to ever discover one of those like stone carved hatchets that Homo habilis was walking around with was probably like, this is just a rune fragment. This is literally junk. He did not know that it belonged in a museum, you know? A large club. Hey, that is a weapon that I would normally use, but I can't use it this playthrough because we're Griffith. Hold up. We have a club and a large club. We have Barbaric Roar, which will let us rally the spirit and increase attack power. Oh, that's kind of cool. This also has Barbaric Roar. I wonder, okay, do you think the demi-human is some kind of distant ancestor of the human, or do you think it's the child of some kind of disgusting interloping between humans and some other creature? Let me know in the comments. Unless it's a spoiler, actually, if that's like an important point of lore. Hold up, where are we? Okay, this is great. We're exploring this little, okay, I think there's also, I think these are bosses that we can fight. If I can figure out how to get up there. I think there was wind, right? Am I losing my mind? Is the only way up down? You know what? Let's go down. Well, we know where we're headed. We'll get there eventually. We can start by going the long way. I'm not... Oh, there's some wind over there. All right. We could... Two ways we could do this. We could go around this coast, or we could just go up here and deal with the Everjail. I feel like it's been a moment since we've had any real action. Demi-humans notwithstanding, so why don't we go up here and try this? These guys are harmless as long as you don't harm them. I hope this guy is not hard. As you know, I'm not a real Dark Souls player, despite having played every game, is I just said I hope he's not hard. You are a Dark Souls 3 enemy, I believe. Oh my god. Oh, that was shocking. Bloodhound Knight Daryl. Probably parryable. You have to have... Okay, we have a stake America. Americans when they play Elden Ring. We got a stake America. One thing I like about parrying is you need to have like huge what are they calling them, gonads, because that guy's going to be swinging at you and you have to have the clarity of mind to be paying attention for the right moment, the microsecond in which you are supposed to parry his attack. Oh come on, I swear to god I had that one. I didn't even think for a second I had. Okay, he does kind of hesitate before he swings at you. Oh, that is super parryable. I know that's super parryable. Oh, man. I mean... The parry was 1/5 of his health. I actually think that he is a very intimidating foe, but I think we have this. Especially because we have a stake of America right outside. I'm not even American. I don't know what kind of bit I'm doing with the America stuff. I think he's super parryable. Hold up, pause. Let me breathe. Okay, there's both my Estes. Come on. Okay. It's an interesting psychology parry, because you're almost... I kind of have like no fear of losing. Like I'm kind of just like, it takes as many deaths as it takes for me to understand the timing on these parries, you know? And I'm not really like, I feel almost no like survival instinct at all. Sometimes when you play these games, your heart rate goes up when you fight a boss. Right now, I'm just kind of like, you know, I spawn right outside of this room. We take as many attempts as it takes for me to parry you. I think I could... call that Parry-Parry Sauce the way I just hit him with it twice in a row. I know people do like 100% no hit runs. Are there people who do like 100% parry runs where like every move is parried? Or do a lot of those 100% no hit runs involve like, I don't want to use the word cowardice, but is it kind of more like blocking attacks and doing ranged battles? No, I'm sure they're using iframes and dodging. It actually feels like that would be the almost like the safest thing to do. I know in some of the other Souls games, there are rings that give you increased iframes on your dodge. I hope this game has something like that. Okay, Daryl. You got me on that one. I also don't know if I should be baiting specific attacks that I feel like are easy to parry, or if I should try to parry it all. Obviously, there are going to be some attacks that are unparryable, right? That's a good one. When he teleports, you actually have a second before you need to parry. And it seems that if you just miss your parry by a little bit, they don't punish you with that much damage. Like if you're just like a few milliseconds off. Milliseconds? I think I said microsecond earlier. I think I have this in 3 more attempts. Pretend you're on Twitch and bet some channel points right now. Does Mochi have this in 3 attempts? Yes or no? You have 30 seconds to bet your YouTube channel points. Comment below if you think I have this in 3. Yes or no? Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? Let's, because I put this, timer on myself, let's at least heal. That's 1. Kind of like, he's a little freaky guy the way he's crawling on all 4s like that. You think that's a man or do you think that's an animal? You think that's like the guard dog of the Boreal Kingdom or whatever in Dark Souls 3 where you're like, is this like an armored dog? This guy does feel like something you would encounter in Dark Souls 3. I don't know if I'm just making that up in my head, but I feel like you fight one of these guys like in a basement somewhere in the early part of the game, and he has frost. Okay, we literally have him at half HP on 2 parries. Okay, I think I'm gonna step back here to heal. Oh, come on. I have that every time usually. Okay, I gotta back up. I think he has 1 HP. No, not even 1 HP. Hail the believers. Bloodhound's Fang. Hail the believers. So was that 3 parries? I feel like they did like, was that 3 or 4 parries? I can't count. I'll have to watch it back. Honestly, I think that's a good performance. We weren't even dodging there. We were just parrying. Bloodhound's Fang, huh? This is a dex. Okay, it's a dex strength weapon. Curved greatsword with a gently undulating blade wielded by the Bloodhound Knights. I'm not crazy about the word undulating. A fearsome blade capable of brutal airborne attacks. Unique skill, Bloodhound's Finesse. Flash upwards with the Bloodhound's Fang, using the momentum of the strike to perform a backwards somersault and gain some distance from foes. Follow up with a strong attack to perform the Bloodhound's Step Attack. This kind of seems... That seems like it has a really unique weapon skill. And like, I wouldn't be shocked if you can find that guy's armor and you can cosplay as him. It just seems like the type of thing that this game will let you do. You can maybe they'll let you crawl on all fours like that. For all the freaky Elden Ring gamers out there. I think I'm gonna leave these guys alone. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they're enforcing the Everjail. Let's just take a lay of the land real quick. That's our NPC. We have explored this area. We have yet to do the lake. Did I need to do that? Not at all. I have a pretty strong idea of where we are by looking at the map. That was a little bit of role play. Honestly, feeling really good so far, and Elden Ring has been delivering exactly the kind of experience that I was hoping for, fiending for, when I thought to kind of restart the YouTube channel and play the game. What's cool is like sometimes when I'm gaming and I'm talking, it feels like work. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel negative per se, but I can tell like I'm doing a YouTube video. You know what I mean? When I play Elden Ring, I feel like this is my own time. Like even the fact that I'm yapping doesn't feel like work. I'm having so much fun playing this game. And I hope that like you can tell, you know, for the people who've been watching this channel for a while and they've seen me in various... Oh wait, I don't have any Estus and I don't have any parrying skills and I'm panicking because I don't have any Estus. Okay. Oh god, and there's enemies everywhere. Hold up. I don't really want to be here. Maybe I can abuse magic. Oh, 100% I can abuse magic. They stood no chance. Literally shot in the back. Incredible. Sorry, buddy. He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3. Yeah, I hope that it comes across when I'm playing. Like, I mean, it's not professional content at the end of the day. When I do YouTube, it's very much like as a hobbyist. But, I mean, if this was the full-time job, just playing a little Elden Ring and yapping, I think I could do this. I think I could do it. Oh my god, no! He's me! He's me, but stronger! He's me, but incredibly weak. He actually has the same staff as me. Oh, frick. I don't even know where we are in terms of, maybe a Stake America? No. Okay. It's actually not far at all. I need to find, some golden seeds. That's what I need to do. And you know what? Increasing how much FP we have actually does seem broken because we're getting a lot of mileage out of this spell. To be able to get even more shots. Now, I'm sure, I don't know how much FP our Estus actually refreshes at this point, but I know we can upgrade it later. So I do think it'd be a viable strategy to just like load up on FP. Enforce our Estus and be able to like clear enemies easily. Where was the guy who killed me? I see my souls. I think he was on top of this thing. he on? Yeah, he was on top of this thing. Yeah. Here we are. Oh god. Oh, hello. We have he has a friend. I was gonna say we could just stay up there and we could snipe all these enemies with our spells. I wonder if there's like a really long distance guaranteed hit like magic missile where you could kind of play like a spell sniper. Well, I'll scroll. Hold up. Try it again, mother fricker. Mother America. Mother Mary. Okay. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Just because we parried that boss to death doesn't mean I can parry one of these Knights of the Round Table. I lied. He was listening to my monologue and he felt real confident. Never let them know your next move. Pick one of these. Oh, what is he doing? Okay, honestly, good on you. You deserve to live. I think the sorcerer we killed also dropped the item, but then he also dropped off the face of the planet. So we gotta find that. It is kind of fun that once you cast the spells, you're free to do whatever you want. And oh my god. Oh, you're gonna get wrecked. That's a bad way to go. Brass shield. You know, if this has a parry function, or I wonder, I know that you can move Ashes of War around. I might be able to put a parry function on a better shield. You know what? I'll look at that in a second. Let me just... You guys should be fighting with me. I kind of feel like there's no way that these little guys own the means of production. You guys should be working with me to kill these knights. This dude is like, no, maybe one day I'll be the knight. No, you're not going to ever become the knight, bro. You're always going to be the I don't even know what to call you. The wretched poor thing. What I call my working class allies. Oh, hold! That isn't the oldest trick in the book. The Dark Souls 1, 2, the parry and then the backstab when they get up. Frozen raisins? These feed Torrent to get their HP back. I didn't know about frozen raisins. Is that like a rare item? I thought we dropped a guy's body here. Maybe he didn't have anything on him. What is the great EP, bro? Me when I get 6 hours of sleep, I'm feeling a great EP coming on. A large rapier featuring a thin, sharp blade, commonly used in life or death duels. We're going to be doing a lot of those, folks. Like its smaller counterparts, it is made for thrusting attacks and can be used while guarding with a shield. Well, skill that lets piercing armaments overcome enemy shields, build power, then lunge forward with a strong thrust. Hold up, does our current weapon have an Ash of War? I should know this, right? It literally has the same ability. What do we need to wield this? It's a strength and dex weapon? That doesn't seem right. Does it look cool at least? It looks cool. Okay, it's huge. A great EP. Okay, well, you know what? I'm actually really thankful to have an option. Now, I kind of don't want to level my strength, but it's just it just might be what we have to do. Do you think I can parry this guy? Oh my god. Not like that. No, I can't parry the horse. Okay. I really want to parry this guy. Oh, brother. Okay, the horse. Stop horsing around. That felt amazing. You are now free. I know that you are not a wild animal, that you've been domesticated over centuries and centuries, and you might not actually know how to survive in the wild at this point, but you are nonetheless free. Is this area clear? It feels clear. We got the great EP. We have, I guess there's a little bit of a coast, right, that we could explore. But then I think we just start moving north. Okay. We have all of our Estus back. Yeah, you know what? I think that, yeah, I didn't technically go through this area. Oh, you know, that's a whole other part of Limgrave. We're not worrying about that now. And I do see something up there. Great EP. 15 strength though, I don't know. Starlight shards. I actually have no idea what that is. Used to gradually recover FP. Okay. So instead of using your Estus, you can use that. I also did not look at a lot of other items, I'm realizing. Give me a sec. A prized item that was once used in the Eternal City as an ingredient in intoxicating draughts. Okay, so used to make beer. Commonly employed in the shattering. On the larger side of a medium-sized shield, the face has been covered in brass. Okay, no skill on it, so it can't parry, but we might be able to add parrying to it. And then a sorcery school of the Carian royal family, the heads of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, can be given to a learned sorcerer to get Glint Blade, Phalanx, and Carian Slicer. We will definitely be using those at some point. I think one thing that really excites me about the idea of using sorcery is when you, and did I already say this in the video? I don't know. It feels like I've already said this sentence. When you use strength weapons, you're basically kind of locked into one playstyle the whole game. But with spells, you can constantly be finding upgrades and at least like new things to try out. I'm going to do a plunging attack. Nope, not on a horse. Oh, wait, this might kill me. Nope. Let's just quickly go along here. Part of my, we're not going to comb every inch of the map, but I lied. In fact, we are going to comb every inch of the map strategy. I actually don't think I want to be down here. Because, yeah, this is a whole other section of the map. Okay. I think we can teleport back to the seaside ruins. I probably could get up to, I mean, 15 strength. How much strength am I at? I'm at 11 strength. I'm pretty sure you can respec later. So you know what? I'm not crazy about the S-Stock. Why don't we do this and just check out the great EP? I need 16 dex now. I don't probably need to use all of these. Oh, I'm actually still short. All right, that's okay. This S-Stock has been totally fine. But I think it'd just be way more exciting to try something new. There's no way that was going to be parryable, I don't think. Well, I don't know. We've seen... That's not parryable. I think two-handed attacks, as a general heuristic, it's safe to assume they're not terrible. This actually feels really ethical that we get to keep the horse alive while killing just the guy. A sliver of meat. So we've gone up here. Now we're just we're clearing out the perimeter of the lake. There's also like a traveling caravan, I think, if we continue along this path. Oh god, oh god! Holy crap, give that guy a promotion? Uh-oh. Okay, let's deal with you first. I swear to god, I had spammed my parry button. Maybe I was out of stamina. Let me know if I'm cracked or if parrying is actually just really easy in this game and I'm not really doing too much. It feels like I'm cracked. He says as he fails to parry the basic tarnished. Let's go up here. Yeah, I think that we just jumped off of this cliff on this. We just discovered the right side of this cliff. Oh, hold up, hold up. See, look, like that feels like an area where there should be an item. Oh, hold up. Okay, we're gonna be able to acquire the great EP, or sorry, the last dex that I need to equip the great EP. The S-Stock is doing fine. Ooh, you know what? Take one of these. Cool that we can be fighting two separate enemies at the same time using Glint Blade sorceries. Oh, hello. What are you doing here by your lonesome? Glintstone Staff. I believe that is exactly what I have equipped. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I could actually use what you have to offer. Thank you. I should have popped my cerulean flask before killing that thing. I guess it doesn't matter because I would have used up FP to kill it. Okay, okay. I wonder if they're weak to spells. This feels like a very easy enemy to kill with magic. It's actually incredibly resistant to spells. Okay. Maybe it's little... Maybe I can take out his little henchman? That works out great. And honestly, that's still pretty helpful. Alright. Oh god, you're just kind of resistant to everything? Maybe you're not even resistant to spells. You just have a large HP pool. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna get poisoned. Okay. Hold up. He seems to just like not... Okay. I was gonna say, he wasn't like... Oh god. Oh, there's an item up there. Why did I walk into his attack? Immunizing cured meat. Is that how we get rid of poison? No, it boosts our poison resistance. Miranda powder. Through history, perfumers have prized this extremely fragrant form of Miranda pollen. Used for crafting. Okay. Wait a sec. How do we get up there? Oh, I'm guessing you have to drop down. I thought that, I mean, the flower might have been a little magic resistant. Because I feel like generally we do way more damage with our glint blade sorcery. Trina's Lily, eh? Do we have to... Whoa. I think I'm pretty sure there's an NPC down here, and I actually think they might sell us spells. Hold up. Oh god. Oh, you're actually weak to spells? I'm also weak to getting hit by your attacks, though. I was gonna say, you think this guy is parryable, but I actually found a flail earlier, and one of its defining characteristics was that it was unblockable or unparryable. Ooh, I can maybe parry his fist. Let's try it. Interesting. Wow. Oh, okay. That's better. How did I miss all of those, man? Oh my goodness. Relax. Jump attack. That's my strength player instinct. When things get tough, I say jump and then hit the right trigger for a heavy attack. Let's also upgrade. Well, actually, no. This is our NPC. We should be able to buy spells from them. Maybe I want my souls for that. We did also pick up plenty of rune fragments. Maybe we can do both. Yes.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
I want to learn sorcery.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal.
Ouch.
Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. As a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
Actually, I have a lot of witches that hang out in my crew. I at least have the witch Ronnie. So yeah.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Okay, I have a crush on her. I can give her a scroll. Let's see what she offers. Glintstone Pebble. The most basic glintstone sorcery of the Academy of Rea Lucaria. The glintstone serves as a conduit, launching magical projectiles at foes. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Okay, I think our blade can do that too. This is a universal first step on the journey to true knowledge of sorcery. I would say that I'm already past that. I'm already casting the glintstone blade. Glintstone stars. One of the glintstone sorceries of Rea Lucaria fires 3 magical shooting stars that pursue the target. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging enhances potency. A sorcery of the Olivinus Conspectus, which attracts sorcerers from Celia, town of sorcery. I'm guessing that that is some kind of group. Olivinus Conspectus. Glintstone Arc. Fires a horizontal arc of magic that spreads outwards. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly in while in motion. Granted to sorcerers who depart from the academy to embark on journeys in order to fend off large groups of would-be adversaries. Fools often roam in packs. This seems useful. I feel like our current ability is great for single target damage. An AoE attack could be good. Crystal Barrage. Fires a volley of glintstone crystal shards. Charging increases potency. It's interesting that you can charge your spells. I didn't know about that. A sorcery of the Crystal Cadre. A group of sorcerers who pursue the wisdom of stone. The secrets locked in the faint cognition of the Crystallians. Crystallians sounds like it could be a chat. My brain is gone. What's the group that Andre 3000 was in? He made AT aliens. Oh man, that's embarrassing. I had such a great opportunity for a joke there and it fell through my fingers. Scholar's Armament. This is actually exactly what I was talking about when I was considering a parrying build. Enhance armament in the right hand with magic affinity attacks. Taught to the Knights of the Cuckoo by the Academy as payment for their contract. I absolutely need this. Sorcerer's Shield. Enchants your shield held in the left hand with additional damage negation. Taught to the Knights of Cuckoo. Okay, so I am seeing a problem. You wouldn't be able to cast Scholar's Armament and Scholar's Shield because you would need your staff to be in opposite hands for them. That's okay. I mean, you could have two staffs, I guess. What else do I want? I mean, I'll probably buy it all just to be safe. Let's buy Glintstone Arc. And let's buy Crystal Barrage for now. I'm kind of excited to try some more spells.
Our art draws upon the powers embedded in Glintstone. But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos.
Amber of the cosmos.
Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while Glintstone contains residual life, and thus the vitality of the stars. It should not be forgotten that Glintstone's sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein, a fact lost on most sorcerers these days.
Interesting, interesting. I wish I could get you to repeat that, but it's Glintstone is basically about harnessing the energy of stars. Is that what you're saying? Let's give you the Royal House Scroll.
Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Thank you, Miss Selin. No, they call her Selin because she'd be selling spells to me. All right, we got these two spells. Wow, int 22. I should have looked at the int requirements. Crystal Barrage actually requires 23 int. We're far from that. 13 int we got. Okay. 22 int. Forms a defensive arch of glint blades. Creates an arch of magic glint blades overhead, which automatically attacks nearby foes. This would also work really well with a parry build, because I imagine that we could pop this up, and then we could go into, like, parrying mode. I like that. Bestowed upon the ancient enchanted Carian Knights, who combined this art with their swordsmanship to maintain pressure upon their foes. Ow, I just hurt my foot. I was sitting weird. Striking in waves of steel and sorcery. That is exactly up my alley. Conjures a magical sword. This is Carrion Slicer. It conjures a magical sword and delivers a swift, sweeping slash. The sorcery can be used without delay after performing another action. Even among the Carrion sword sorceries, this is notably an effective technique. This is a lot easier to do. We're going to need, I guess if we're buying a lot of spells, we're going to need a lot of souls. Or runes. I hope it doesn't bother anyone that I use so much Dark Souls terminology. I do know that, like, you know, gun to my head, I could tell you that it's called runes. Hold up. Oh my god, you're back. Okay, hello. I don't need to fight you again. I have nothing to prove. I've already killed you. Unless I wanted to farm you for souls. I think we have thoroughly examined these ruins. I forget what I was just saying. Hold up. Look at this guy. Oh, man. Gorgeous view ahead. Oh! Oh. I thought I just leapt to my death. Has your crystal teardrop ripened? I'm gonna repeat this because I skipped the first line by accident. Oh, sapling, sweet sapling of glorious gold. Has your crystal teardrop ripened? Interesting. Okay. Hey, what is this guy? He's actually... Oh, hello. Oh, you know what I should have done while we're at Sorcerer Selen's abode? We should have equipped our new sorceries. Wow, so many guys, man. But yeah, this is the caravan I mentioned earlier. I think they're carrying an item. They're actually... Oh, we're fine. Chain Draped Tavern. You're telling me they created an armor set just for Dan Gizmo? Let's look at it in case there's lore. Widely issued to foot soldiers in the Lord's army. Interesting, interesting. So you're saying that it's a very common item. Standard issued. I want to fight these guys. Oh, hold up. I need to kill you. Please don't attack me. Don't attack me. No, 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 no. No. I'm literally watching him. I'm watching him fade away. Yeah, I mean, I could have seen that coming, maybe. Limits of guarding. Attacks with certain... I actually wonder if my magic glint blade is effective against this guy. It was super effective. Ash of War Determination. Yo, 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 yo. Chill. Imagine if I had equipped those spells. What am I doing here? Wasting Estus? Wait, did I even pick up my souls? I didn't pick up my souls. Let's prioritize that before I forget and get myself killed. Hello? Please. Crazy. If I had a... You know what I could actually use? An item that gives me HP every time I do that. An item that gives me HP every time I do that. There's a Stake America right here. Do I need to be wasting time trying to parry every single enemy I see? Well, I just think of it as like homework, right? Like, do I need to parry these knights to kill them? Absolutely not. But I feel like I am building a reaction time and also just like a calmness. Oh, parrying isn't really about reaction speed per se. It's about a certain presence of mind where when an enemy attacks at you, instead of reacting like through panic, you just kind of wait for the right moment. There are times where I click parry and I don't know if it's like just poor input or like where I'm hitting my trigger. But my guy doesn't even like swing his arm. Okay, this is the hardest enemy to parry in Elden Ring. But yeah, an item that would give me like HP back for doing those could be huge. Let's get rid of this guy. I know this caravan is coming this way. Probably can't parry the shield. I kind of missed the kick attack. Because that would let me like disarm his shield. Getting smithing stones is also nice. Did I not? I didn't level up my great EP. Alright. I don't remember if these giants were weak to magic. At the same time, they can't really do anything, so... I'm also actually realizing for the first time that casting spells uses stamina. Oh, interesting. Can I aim for his head? No. This is a very cheap way to handle this. I think he'll get staggered. I wonder why the other guy got staggered. I wonder if some of my spells hit the other giant in the head. I think that's their weak spot, right? Maybe that is what staggered him. What do we have here? A great axe. Oh, game, how you tempt me. But I will not sway from the course. I think if I kill these guys, I can, hold up. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. Or lock on. Oh, brother. These do hurt. These do hurt, and I don't have Estus. Okay. Okay. We got this. I know you're looking at it and you're saying it's looking pretty grim. That's the thing about parrying. You need to be unfettered by the enemy's attacks. Now, this guy, I don't feel great about. But we've got the caravan. We got 3,600 souls. I don't think there's no drawback to dying in this game. It's not Demon Souls or Sekiro, as far as I know. Why are we all the way here? I guess because it's the last point of grace we used. It'd make a lot of sense. For some reason, I think my brain was assuming that it would just take me to the closest site of grace. And you know what? Maybe this is the closest site of grace. I'm actually really close. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so let's not lose track of things. What have we done? Well, I think we've gone across the map pretty well. I'm actually realizing that maybe we didn't hug the side of the lake very well. But you know what? I don't really see any items. I think we can go fight the dragon. I want to equip the great EP before we fight the dragon. I want to see what that's like. So why don't we go to the site of grace? It's over here. I don't really want to fight you. I'm hoping you leave me alone if I keep moving. We'll go back to the site of grace that's along here, along this road. And then we're going to go into the lake and we'll see if we can fight the dragon. And you know what? I think after we fight the dragon, we'll call it a day. I in my head I thought we were gonna explore the entirety of Limgrave. It's a big game, folks. I am excited. Oh, and let's not forget to equip our spells. Let's not forget. We can only equip 2 spells. Well, I definitely want Scholar's Armament. We can't even use Crystal Barrage. We could use Glintstone Arc, but I think against a boss, Magic Glint Blade is actually better. Now, I don't know how much damage these spells do. I don't know if there's a way that we can calculate that. If there is a way, and you're still watching 2 hours into the video, let me know if there's a way that I can actually see how much damage my spells are doing. But as far as I know, that's not possible. Now, one thing is I will have to equip my staff on this side if I'm going to buff up my weapon. Oh, but I can't on horseback. Interesting. I mean... Oh, and let's not forget the great EP. I wonder... I mean, this looks like it would have a lot more range because it's a larger weapon. Hello. I think I would prefer to fight you on horseback. I understand that with our current setup that doesn't allow me... Oh god. Doesn't allow me to cast spells though. What are you doing? Are you breathing fire? That's a really annoying place. That's a really annoying place to go, actually. I think we're gonna get hit. Okay. I'm worried that you're gonna like fly out of the zone and I'm gonna lose the progress I made on you. Okay. That is an interesting attack. Was that like a... Was that just kind of a... Like, I wonder how I was supposed to deal with that. It felt like that was just run far away from the boss. I don't know if this is a common sentiment, but I do feel like horseback battle in this game maybe is a little too easy. I don't know. Do other people feel that way? I feel like you can cover such great distances. You even have a little dash. Oh god. It'd be really funny if I said it and then immediately died. When I played last, I remember thinking horseback battling with the greatsword was far too easy. And I kind of chalked that up to the greatsword being broken. But maybe it's just horseback combat. Okay. I don't know how to deal with this. I'm just gonna run away. Kind of like how I deal with everything. Once again, you found yourself in a very annoying place. I'm surprised that hit me. Maybe I shouldn't be, Okay, hold up. I'm actually in trouble. But you know what? I'm not a coward. Great enemy felled. We have a dragon heart. I think we can go to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion and we can use it. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. First try, the dragon. I was really worried when he flew up on this cliff both times, but it ended up being fine. I want to go back and talk to that guy who was telling us who was horny for the dragon. Hopefully he doesn't mind that we killed it. I feel like this has got to be a really good item, right? Let's re-equip our Flintstone. Oh! Hello. What the hell was that for, man? I think we said 4? Did we say 4 or did we say 3? Okay. Man, that was terrifying. Ooh, we got our Estus back. Oh, you know what? This would have been a great time to have our new, our AoE attack. Let's... You know, I have 2 staffs. I could always do something like this. Maybe this will affect our roll. Our roll seems fine. Hold up. Let's see how much of a difference this makes. It actually seems bad. Weren't we doing like 90 damage before? Just give me this item. Okay. I'm so grateful that we... why can't I summon my... I guess my horse is dead? Okay. Call me a coward for teleporting, but it just seemed way too tedious to walk over there while poisoned. Let's talk to this guy and let's call it a day. I think like, you know, 2 hours of recording. That's pretty good. I think we covered a lot. Like, what did we do today? We covered this beach and we covered this whole southern area. Honestly, maybe we didn't do that much. Maybe this is going to be like, maybe it's going to take like 100 episodes to beat this game. We'll see. Let me know what you think of the pacing. Oh, now he's horny for me. Okay.
And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in Dragon Communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast.
Okay.
You must not forget, though, those who partake in Dragon Communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens.
Is that what happened to you?
Gates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon, magnificent but deadly. It's no surprise that Dragon Communion is ruinous.
I imagine that this guy is probably our Dragon Communion NPC, maybe. He seems like he's horny for dragons. He's warning us of their ruinous powers, but I think that it's, I mean, like, he probably partook in it himself. That's why he knows about it, right?
You must not forget, though, those who partake in
he seems to know a little too much. He's like, if you are tempted, by the way, go to this place. They will deal exactly the item you're looking for. This rapier is so funny because it is so long. Anyways, I mean, I think that's a pretty successful episode. I'm really happy about how the Everjail went. I feel like we got those parries pretty quickly. I struggled more parrying the basic enemies. Dragon, also a walk in the park. I think next episode we will continue to go through Limgrave and maybe even fight Margaret if we get there. We'll see. But anyways, I'm having so much fun playing Elden Ring. I hope that you're enjoying having a little bit of yapping in the background, whether you're playing Elden Ring yourself or whether you're just, I don't know, playing some other game. Maybe a Dark Souls game. I feel like we're also due for a Dark Souls game. I've heard rumors that there's a Pirate FromSoft game coming out soon. I think that would be very, very cool. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.